Okay, welcome everybody to a class on adjective patterns. Usually I teach students about verb patterns, and that's when you do reporting verbs, you're doing gerunds, 2+ infinitives, and it's very difficult. There are a lot of different patterns, but you don't often do adjective patterns, or you don't often see it in the grammar books, although it is there. It's in the Martin Hewings, for example. And so there are different patterns after adjectives. For example, there is sometimes, or there are in a limited number of cases, you will see a gerund, an ing form after an adjective. In fact, after some adjectives, busy, worth, you need a gerund form. You mustn't use a 2+ infinitive. And so that's why we're doing this today. It's because I have already told you, use 2+ infinitives after adjectives, but now I'm going to tell you that's true 90% of the time, let's say. And 10% of the time, you actually do see other forms after adjectives. Let's say 10% of the time, you actually might see an ing form after an adjective, although I think it's even less than 10%. It's not often. And that's perhaps why teachers just tell you 2+ infinitive. They're trying to simplify things. They're trying to make the language easier to study, easier to learn. Look at that, easier to study, easier to learn, adjective and 2+ infinitive. But as you are advanced students, you probably want to know the whole story. So here is the whole story. So there are two patterns that we're going to look at today: subject and copular verb and adjective, and number 2, it and copular verb and adjective. So we're going to treat the it form as a special case, and this is because the it, when you front the it like this, it's called extraposition. Yeah, it's got a flashy name. We're not going to go through that name today. But, you know, this 2+ infinitive is extraposed. It's actually the subject of the sentence. You could say to pass this exam is easy. Okay, and we'll look at that in a second. But firstly, subject and copular verb and adjective. So I mean pronouns here, but not it. And I mean maybe names, people, maybe things. Okay, and so sometimes you get subject,